Hey folks, Dan Frio here, the rate update. We're updating you today on what the Fed did. So we got some great news on the MBS markets. Federal Chairman Powell smacked it out of the ballpark, and it was just I'll say a comedy today at Capitol Hill. So don't go away. We're going to talk about that and more. Okay, so a recap of what happened in Congress today was Federal Chairman Powell appeared in front of Congress. He's up for re-nomination. He's already going to get it. We know that, basically. But he made a comment in today's speech that I was like, whoa, that's going to help us quite a bit. Okay, what is that? Well, the thing that he said is when he was asked about, quantitative easing and quantitative tightening and all this other stuff, he said, we don't have a specific date yet for quantitative tightening. Okay, so now let's explain what quantitative easing is and quantitative tightening is. The easy way to explain this is, let's just say it's a widget. Okay, you're looking to buy a widget. All right, here's the widget. And there's a finite amount of widgets. Okay, so what was happening is the Federal Reserve was stepping in and just buying bunches of them and bunches of them and bunches of them, competing with all the other investors as well. So what happens to that widget? Well, if you have a supply, if you know economics or supply demand, it makes the price go up until there's an equilibrium. All right, when you have too many buyers in the market. Okay, remember that. That basically is quantitative easing. They're stepping into the market, especially mortgage-backed securities, and they're buying, driving up the prices and the yields or the mortgage rates down, okay? So what's happening, that was quantitative easing, okay? They're trying to kind of manipulate rates on mortgages and a whole bunch of other things. The next thing is quantitative tightening. So now we have that widget, okay? There's still a finite amount, kind of, okay, usually in circulation. And you have less buyers because the Fed says we're not going to buy anymore. Okay, that's what tapering means. They're going to start lessening and lessening and lessening how much they buy. And then over the next 3, 4, 6 months, they won't buy anymore, basically. Let's look at it that way. All right. So just that alone, you have less competition for that item. And what happens is the prices don't move as high. They start to ease back a little bit. Okay. Now, quantitative tightening. Oh boy. What they're doing on that is they're saying we want to reduce our balance sheet. What that means is they're going to now start to sell their mortgage-backed securities. So now that brings up the supply even more and less demand. So you're going to have even more price deterioration. That's what we saw since the announcement last week when the Fed is basically, we're going to have 4 rate hikes, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and all this other stuff. Well, today, at the latter part of the meeting, somebody asked him a question, and he says, well, yeah, we're doing the quantitative easing. We're basically backing off of that, but we've had no solid date or set in place when we're going to start reducing our balance sheet or quantitative tightening, QT. That was a big point today, okay? So at that point, we saw MBSs bottom out. They hit the bottom. They were down 30. We're down, and I'm going to show you the video, or I'm going to show you the numbers right after this. We're now up 14. It's a 44-point move just because of that, what he said. I can almost assure you that a lot of the economic channels aren't going to follow that. You're going to call your mortgage person if you're working with them saying, hey, well, how'd that go today? Are we locked in or whatever? So right now, we're not locking you. We're on the fence again. So if you weren't locked in the last couple of days, this is what we were waiting for, okay? This is what we were waiting for. So is this really going to plummet rates? No, it's going to stabilize them, okay? That's what we're looking for, stability. I don't like this, and you don't like this. We don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. So that is the big key point today when Federal Chairman Powell says we have nothing set in stone yet on quantitative tightening. That's the biggest news that came out today. So that being said, I hope you find value in my channel. If you do, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe down below. So now let's get into some of the news and some of the reactions that we see. So you're going to see right here. What's happening to the mortgage-backed securities market? This was right before I started the video. Let's see where it is now. It's up even 17. So we went from a down, like, let's say 30. Let's see a 2-day. Can't do a 2-day, 1 month. Okay, you can see it. See here, it bottomed out, and then we raised up. That was the highlight of the day. Then the headlines you're going to see is all this. Federal Chairman Powell says rate hikes, tightening policy will need control inflation, all this other. Watch the video. Watch what he's saying. I did that for you. Okay, that's what I'm telling you. What's going to happen is until the Fed really comes out and says, okay, QT is on, this should stabilize the market. Part of this is too, and a lot of people aren't even factoring this in, inflation. What has caused inflation? Yep, cheap money. How about free money? Free money. Okay, let me put this in context. And there was millions of people that needed some assistance. And I'll go like this with assistance. Okay, many people took a lot of, like, the Forbearance Program. A lot of people got involved in the Forbearance Program. They didn't have to. Okay, what's the Forbearance Program? Basically, it's a program that the government and everybody got in cahoots and said, you know, you can postpone your mortgage payments for up to 18 months. I knew people that did it that actually were still working on their job and getting stimulus checks. So they're making more money than they ever have. And now they're in forbearance. Okay, so they don't have a mortgage payment. Student loan deferrals. My daughter just came in yesterday and said, hey, Dad, I don't have to make my student loan payment until May now again. Okay, so forbearance, you don't have a mortgage payment. The student loan debt, you don't have to make student loan debts. A lot of people are making more money than they have ever made. What happens in that case? You have all this extra money for a duration of time. You're spending it. You're going to go take vacations. Why do you think the stock market is just rallying like crazy? If there was so many people out of work, wouldn't the stock market have crashed? But you didn't think of that one. Okay, Bitcoin, all this other stuff. People are loading up monies in there. And now they're coming back saying, oh man, I don't have any money to pay these bills. Well, unfortunately, a lot of people are going to have to go back to work. And we're starting to see those numbers in the employment numbers. However, don't be wowed over, well, the unemployment rate is lower than it's ever been at 3.9%. Look at the participation rate. A lot of people just said, screw it. I'm not even going to do this anymore. A lot of people are opening up their own business. A lot of people might be working for cash. Bad word, but they're working for cash, and so forth. So that is my take on it today. So sit here and continually point the fingers at the Fed because the economy's shutting down, and then the government keeps trying to stimulate this. If you're so worried about inflation, quit giving out all this free money. And if we could be of any help to you, if you're looking for a mortgage, you're looking to refinance, you're looking to buy a house, you're building a house, anything, you're in a forbearance. God bless you. I hope you needed it, and I hope it helped you. And if you're having a tough time finding a job, I wish you the best of luck there. So, you know, I'm not trying to offend anybody on this. I'm trying to just be real, guys. I'm trying to give you, I have an economics degree. I've been in this business for 33 years. Do I know everything? No, but my job is to educate you. That's what I want to do. Basically educate you on what's going on and why. Take the filters off. Nobody's paying me to do any context or have a specific agenda. I'm just giving you the truth. So if you're buying, building, refinancing, cashing out, reverse mortgages, home equity loans, renovation programs, you're in forbearance and you need help, please reach out to us. The best way to reach us is give us a call, 844-775-5626, or click schedule a meeting. It'll open up a calendar, give you all the days and times that we have available, or start the application by just clicking the Apply Now button and you're on your way. We'd love to hear from you because your situation is unique. And lastly, again, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe down below, because the more subscriptions you give me, the more people we can help. God bless, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.